We will fight to leave the souls of our women.
Chief of Staff, Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Minister for the Interior, Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, Minister for Youth and Sports, the Deputy Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, representative of the UN Women, traditional rulers, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to be here and to join you at the launch of the HeForShe platform. The decision to be with you at this festival was not a difficult one to make. As you may know, I hold the dual positions of co-chair of the eminent group of advocates on the 2030 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and the African Union Gender Champion for 2017. I'm aware that all the SDGs are of equal significance and importance. But as the AU Gender Champion, I must perforce single out for special attention and mention during my stay in office, SDG 5, which defines the goal of gender equality and full female empowerment. In my estimation, it is at the heart of the structure of the SDGs. We do ourselves and future generations a great disservice if we leave women out of the agenda for development. In Ghana, 51% of our population is female. The last census of our country has it that 73% of our population is below the age of 35. These statistics are also representative of the African condition and mean that the empowerment of our women constitute fundamental challenges for our development. That is the surest way of rooting our poverty and guaranteeing the progress and prosperity of our continent and country. I am thus proud that Ghana is today joining several other countries who have launched the HeForShe platform. In support of creating a better world, where we extend a blanket of protection to all women and to ensure that their rights become the bedrock for equality and social justice. In the words of our illustrious compatriot, Kofi Annan, the former United Nations Secretary General, and I quote, "Gender equality is more than a goal in itself. It is a precondition for meeting the challenge of reducing poverty, promoting sustainable development, and building good governance," unquote. It is important we recognize that gender equality, and for that matter, women's equality with men, is a prerequisite for development. As the AU Gender Champion, and the co-chair of the UN SDG advocates, I pledge to work with all actors to ensure that gender equality becomes reality in Ghana and across the continent. Today, I commit to giving full support to the 3 focus areas under the HeForShe platform for action in Ghana. 1, to end child marriage and negative cultural and traditional practices. 2, to increase women's participation and representation in political decision-making spheres by passing the Affirmative Action Bill in the year 2018. And 3, to increase women's economic empowerment through capacity building and a healthy business environment. I invite decision makers from all sectors of national life to support policies which empower our women and girls. I invite men and boys across all communities in our country to become agents of change and to join this platform. I invite lawmakers to continue their work in advancing progress for women's and girls' rights across the nation. I invite traditional leaders as gatekeepers of our moral and cultural values to work in helping to tear down the cultural barriers which prevent our women and girls from being equal citizens. I invite you all to become champions of women's rights and agents of change in and out of our borders. As Ghana goes HeForShe, let us remind ourselves that inequality has an unbearable burden and cost on our economy, society, and the development of our nation. Today, I join the millions of people around the world who stand together to create a bold, visible force for gender equality and say, I am a he for she. Thank you, and may God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong.
So I will fight for women now.